Just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set, 20.
It's our time. It's our time.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Quickstone, travel.
Off play action. Byer nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
King! 56 to Mark, boy. 58, exit.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there at 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Bear. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Byer is going to take a shot at the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
From the 29, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, McFarland. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
56 to Mike. 56 is
alert!
Mayfield now. And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 17-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room, when we clicked off the filmers.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-on throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Back to throw. Bear looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Byer. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First down, Bears.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A gain there of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Delta.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Look, squeeze.
What you got, Heavy?
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, Bear. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back to throw. Byer That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now. Tompkins. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are able to cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
64, weak.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Run. Come on, dude. That's
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, there. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Third and short yardage. Mayfield got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. 8-3. Go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey.
I got it.
Operating from the gun. Byer. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He finds Tompkins, complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
2-18, top. Ready?
Off the play fake. Bear. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Byer. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He hits White, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. 2nd and 3. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Results on a 4th down.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
On 4th down. Fair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game.
Set. 180.
57, come on. Got you.
King.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.